Hello, I'm Kambra Potter for TME, and I'm here live on the red carpet at the San Diego Film Festival. I'm here with the director and producers of The Eyes of Thailand, which will be premiering in just a few minutes. The countdown has begun. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings right now as the final moments before the screening begins?
Well, we're definitely very excited to be here at San Diego. We had our world premiere at Newport Beach, but this is our San Diego premiere. And it's really wonderful when you've worked 5 years on a film and you finally get it out there into the world so the audience can start reacting to it, responding, and really take the message home and do something about it.
Definitely. Do you have any thoughts or feelings right now? So this is actually the second premiere then, the worldwide one has taken place?
Well, actually, this is we've been out for 4 months now. We've won 8 awards. We're also an ACE Film Grant winner from the Humane Society of the United States. We're very excited. We have Ashley Judd narrating our film. We're just feeling very happy about the positive reaction we're having about this film and the awareness we're bringing for the landmine and the elephant hospital and all these type of things. We have multiple call to actions, but we're just excited to be here because this is such a friendly festival. I played here a couple years ago with another film, and they're just so nice and friendly here. So.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. So what inspired you to do this? As elephants specifically an animal that touches your heart, or just the Humane Society and humane issues? What kind of gave you this inspiration?
Well, I was actually in Thailand in 2007 with the video camera, and I wandered into the elephant hospital, and I had no idea that elephants were stepping on landmines, and it was an issue that touched my heart. And so I just stayed in touch with the founder, Sarita Salwala, and I went back 2 years later to film the fateful moment where the elephants were going to try out their prosthetics for the first time. And it was really one of the most amazing, inspiring moments of my life. And luckily I have a great producing partner, Tim Vandestieg, who helped work the phones. He's a marketing maniac. He helped us get Ashley Judd as the narrator of the film, and we've really just taken the film to a whole new level. So hopefully it combines the animal awareness issue and the landmine awareness issue into one really inspiring film that connects with San Diego audiences.
One thing I want to say also is what we're doing right now is we're creating a lot of presence online. So if people are out there and want to check our Facebook page or our Twitter page, we're at eyesofthailand.com, also Facebook and Twitter with Eyes of Thailand at the end. But I mean, we want to also hear from you too, so feel free to message us, because either one of us two will answer your email and your message. But again, we really want people to know what's going on out there, and we're just excited to be here.
And Sarita Salwala, the founder of the Elephant Hospital, is also on Twitter, so you can tweet with her. She's on Facebook. We have multiple Facebook groups. In fact, each of the elephant stars of our film have their own Facebook pages, so if you want to Facebook with an elephant, now's your chance.
The time of social media, Facebooking with elephants. I may have to do that. So what is next? Will you provide updates as far as the future of the landmines and the elephants? What's in the future for this project?
Well, we've really had a strong online presence throughout the entire production of the film, and post-production, we've kept people in the loop as far as what we're happening, and we're going to continue to do that. So Facebook, Twitter, we have a blog, a newsletter, so people can sign up for that. Our website, eyesofthailand.com, is really the hub for all of that, and it connects you to whatever platform people want. Our goal is to finish doing the film festival circuit this year and then be able to announce the next distribution platforms in early 2013. So stay tuned.
Very cool. What other film festivals do you have in the lineup for 2012?
We're actually having our international premieres, so we're going to Canada, the UK, we're going to have our Asian premiere in Thailand this fall. We've also been invited to screen the film in Geneva for the international campaign to ban landmines. And Tim is going to Twin Cities and Austin.
In Naples we're talking about, in Miami. So we have a lot of places we're going to go through. So there's always a place where you can watch the film and see the film and just be a part of the project.
Great. It sounds like you're really creating a worldwide presence and awareness, which I think is phenomenal. Are there other animals are there other areas where this takes place, or is Thailand sort of the primary area that has the landmines, and even with other animals? Are there other animals that can undergo prosthetics that I didn't even realize that this was an issue? So you've already raised awareness amongst me, so I really appreciate that, and I'm inspired. But what else is out there that can really be brought awareness to?
Yeah. Well, I'll give you the statistics. Since the Elephant Hospital opened in 1993, they know of 90 elephants that have stepped on landmines. 14 have made it to the elephant hospital. They've been able to save 4 and build prosthetics for 2. So this is sort of a Band-Aid on a larger problem. Currently we've got 3 different countries who are actively using landmines, as well as all the countries in Southeast Asia have landmines and cluster munitions still in the ground, and we're not funding it well enough to get them out. So we're going to continue to have civilian casualties as well as wild animals, and we don't always know unless it's reported. So this is really a worldwide problem because only 160 countries have signed the Mine Ban Treaty, and we've got over 30 that haven't. So the best thing to do is to get the remaining countries to sign the Mine Ban Treaty, because sadly over 90% of the landmine casualties are not soldiers or combatants, they're civilians.
That's pretty impressive numbers. And on a little bit of a lighter note, is filmmaking something that you have always wanted to do, or did you, and producing, have you always pursued that, always had that passion, or when you were a child, thinking back, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I always knew I was artistically inclined, so I didn't know whether that was acting or dancing or filmmaking. I mean, I was always directing the talent shows for my cousins at the family reunion, so I knew it was in there. But I think it's really about finding a story that inspires you. And nowadays you have to find the platform that makes the most sense, because if people aren't buying DVDs or going to film festivals, you know, how can you get it in front of people?
For me, yeah, I always knew I wanted to be a filmmaker. With that or a pro football player. So we had to go film. We had to go be a filmmaker. And you know, ever since I saw Rocky or Close Encounters when I was a kid, I'm like, I knew I wanted to tell stories. For me, I love when stories where people get beaten down and it feels like the walls caving on them, but they fight their way back. Or it shows compassion, and that's why it attracted me to this story. And you know, one of my little scenes I always say is be powerful, be unstoppable. It's about not giving up and being a filmmaker, and just like Sarita with this story, she's not giving up. We didn't give up. You got to keep pursuing. Life is hard. You got to keep pursuing. So that's part of my message as a filmmaker.
And I think that the stories that really inspire me are about survivorship. You know, it's the moment when you could give up, as Tim said, but you're at the bottom of the canyon and you look up at the high wall and you go, nope, I'm going to climb out. And I'm going to look back from the other side and go, yeah, I did that.
If you can't climb over it, break it down.
That's a good one. Well, I thank you both of you so much, and I wish you all the success in the world with this project. I think it sounds like a phenomenal, you know, raising awareness about this very important cause. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate you both giving this pleasure to interview
Trunks
you.
up, San Diego, trunks up.
I like it. Very cool. Well, I'm Kambra Potter. That's my entertainment. What's yours?